We're with Lauria, who has written and is now performing in Dinner with the Boys. Did you get your thought for writing this by playing golf?
No, I was taking Dom DeLuise from LA to Palm Springs for the Frank Sinatra golf tournament, which I played in, but Dom would entertain. And on the way down, he asked, because he had read a few things I wrote, and he said, "What are you working on now?" And I said, "I'm trying to write a play about all the violence we're consuming." And right away he went, "It'll be too preachy. You gotta make fun." I said, "How you make fun of it?" "Well, they're consuming, so they're eating something." And I went, "Oh, you're right." And that's where the initial idea came from. And as I wrote it, I wrote it for him and Charlie Durning. So I would call up Dom and bring Charlie over. We'd sit around a bowl of pasta and they would read it. And they would say, "All right, now we got to bring in another character," and that's where Peter Falk's character came in. And then after Peter read it, he said, "You know, I got a great idea for a second act." I said, "Really?" And it was about all this, what they're going to do. The first act's really like their past. The second act is they're planning their future. And of course, once we got going on the second act, Dom said, "We got to bring in somebody else." And of course, Jack Klugman and I were very close. I said, "Jack, you got to," and seeing the four of them together was, well, to this day, we dedicate every performance to the four of them.
Now, when you were originally creating this, were you guys making the pasta?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Dom. I still remember Dom coming up with this line while he was stirring the sauce, you know.
Well, Dom loved to cook.
Oh, the best, the best. Remember he wrote that book, Eat This, and it went over so well, he wrote a second one that said, "Eat This Too." Not T-O-O-W, but T-O-O.
Now, in writing and also in performing, how did you get into writing? What was first?
Oh, no, I was always an actor who wrote for friends. I'm always an actor first, writer second. I don't write in stone. I enjoy watching the ad-libs in rehearsal, and Ray and Richie and Frank have come up with some real winners, which I take all the credit for. You know, so.
Now, you also wrote a children's book.
Yeah, I do write children's books with my godson. I really enjoy doing that. I think one thing we've really lost is storytellers. I mean, I grew up with, you know, people like Burl Ives and Gene Shepard, and I don't hear that anymore, you know, and so I like to make up little weird stories for my godson. The boy who swallowed his car, the boy who built a bridge out of carrots, the ugliest princess in the world, which Joe Mantegna always said, "That'll be a good movie someday." But they're just 10-minute stories for kids. And I try to put American Indian legends in there as well. You know, the girl who captured the dreams of wolves and the boy who found thunder and lightning, things like that.
Now, I also know that, and everyone remembers you from the Wonder Years. Have you found that that has pegged you into how people look at you?
Well, I don't think any actor likes to hang his hat on one hook, but if you had to, the Wonder Years is a pretty classy hook, so I've always been very proud of it, and I don't mind. I think it's, I always say about the Wonder Years, it shows you what television could do if they wanted to, instead of butchering everybody who walks around and eating and zombies, and I don't get it. I mean, I know I'm older, but I just don't get it. I don't know why you would want to bring kids to a movie about zombies. You know, they're not even horror movies anymore. They're mutilation films. So this is what our play makes fun of.
What's your next writing project?
I'm working on a screenplay of this, which would, you know, be nice if we could sell it. And I have another play about criticism, so about how everybody is always backbiting, criticizing. So far, it's funny. We'll see where it goes.
Being a critic, I know there's a lot of fodder for that.
Yes, yes. There's a critic in the play, and I'm writing it for two of my dearest friends, Judith Light and Wendy Malick.
And what would you like people to take away from your play?
From Dinner with the Boys, I would like them to have a lot of laughs, but when they went home and the next time they buy their sons or daughter a video game, they look twice at it. Say, "You know what? This is too gross. We can't do this to our kids." So,
thank you.
Thank you.